The day dawns. Daniel is girded up and ready to go. He has his holy mission at hand. Can somebody recap the plan for anybody who wasn't watching at the end of last session? There was a plan in place, and I want to see how much of it you guys actually remember.
I was going to say, for any Nodals who forgot, could somebody recap the plan?
Well,
she's given us control of the hut, so we're going to move it to the ethereal plane and then watch her freak out about it.
That seems like a bad plan.
Was this not the plan? Because that's the plan I remember.
The plan that I recall was that we were going to draw her to a place where I thought teleporting was going to be difficult for her.
No, the plan is that we're going to go in there. We're going to tell her that we want to go somewhere. She's going to have to go wherever she goes to move the hut.
That's right.
During that time, we're going to go into the bedroom, because for some reason that was decided to be the best place to fight her. And I'm going to start casting Foresight on Zook. And when I'm almost done with that, Eldove is going to cast Telekinesis and start wrecking shit. And then when she shows up, we're going to cast Silence, and we're going to telekinetically grab her, and we're going to pickpocket her chicken legs, and then we're going to beat her to death.
That's right. That was the thing. Is it wasn't that that was the best place to fight her. It was the easiest place to draw her to. That we were reasonably sure wouldn't give her an advantage.
Sure.
Alright, so how are we getting back to the hut?
Look at this shit! Look at this shit over here!
This is why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this?
Oh my god.
How are we getting to the hut?
Thought we were going to be teleporting.
We should use our
as per
ship.
usual.
Do you want me to plane shift us?
Plane, this is why nobody likes you.
I'll just plane shift everybody. I'll cast demi-plane, go inside the demi-plane. We all join hands, and I cast plane shift to the area outside the hut on the prime material plane.
Who all are you bringing with you besides Daniel?
We bringing Fred?
Like, Fred isn't useless, but he is...
Use impaired?
It's that he's in danger if he goes there. Like, he'd be useful, also potentially just get old.
I don't know that we need someone without hair on this mission.
Daniel is a reptile and has no hair whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Daniel's great.
So, Eldove's opinion is that Fred is not great. What does everybody else think of that?
That's, you know what? That is a harsh opinion that I do not share. That's not accurate.
I didn't say Nodal's opinion. I said Eldove's opinion.
I think Fred should go on this mission.
I don't know, does Fred want to go on the mission?
How do you phrase it when you go to him and tell him that, hey, we're about to betray Baba Yaga and go wreck some shit? How does that come out of your mouth?
He would have been there when we were discussing the plan to go in there.
Was he there?
Yeah.
Okay. He's kind of confused as to why you would put a level of trickery over top everything else, but he thinks it's a delicious twist of fate. No, he's absolutely willing to go.
Okay, well then, let's go.
So you plane shift back to the hut, and this is not happening. Whatever this is.
Why is that a thing?
So let me get Fred and Daniel out here.
That's the only way that I can teleport people. So that has to happen every single time. Because it only works in a 5x5 or a 5 radius cylinder extending upwards.
And so
during that downtime, I am replenishing my my stock of petrified newt eyes.
So Orphan is a conscientious objector to the Baba Yaga mission.
Yep.
And so the rest of you arrive at the Fence of Skulls, which by now is becoming very familiar to all of you.
Alright. Let's do this then. I'll just do my standard. Step out, say the incantation, enter.
Okay.
Forward once everyone joins me.
And the door of the hut opens once again.
So I suppose we go down to the audience chamber.
Well, hold on. There's somebody waiting for you when you enter the hut today.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Is it the Rat King? I was wondering what happened to that guy.
The Rat King? What,
That Orphan's evil brother, twin.
what Rat King?
The thing that lived at the end of the crack.
Was a rat.
Yeah,
Just a rat.
it's a giant rat.
Just a normal rat.
Okay, but in my notes, I call it the Rat King.
So Orphan's a conscientious objector, and she's on shrooms.
We get in here, and there's a plot hook for Orphan. It looks around, it's like, Orphan!
Two things are different when you open the door of the hut. First thing is you notice a blank tapestry, by which I mean it's a cloth hanging on the wall, woven with blues and whites. It looks like a field of clouds. It's hanging on this wall by a rusty nail. But
What
there's
was
no...
there previously?
Just nothing. Just an empty bare wall.
Okay.
And second, walking into the room, you see some sort of fiend standing, and she greets you as you come in. This fiend has red skin. She's bald, except for a ponytail coming out of the back of her head like a Klingon would wear. She's wearing all manner of jewelry. In fact, that's the only clothing that she's wearing is just rings and rings of beads around her neck and hanging down over her chest. And you see one of these... she's got one, looks like a metal chain, some sort of white metal chain, and on it is hanging one of Baba Yaga's chicken feet.
Oh.
The bottom half of this
Reinforcements.
fiendish woman is a snake, and she has 6 arms. Around her waist, where her torso meets the snake parts, she's wearing 4 scabbards, each of which is hanging a scimitar. In 2 of her hands, 2 of her left hands, as you enter, you see she's wielding Arik's Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
She's just showing off.
And she greets you warmly when you enter the room. And she says, yes, the mistress has been expecting you.
Can you teleport us to the audience chamber, or are we going to go down the illusionary hellscape?
And she bows a little sarcastically and says, I'm at your disposal.
Seems fair enough.
Alright, so let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And where do you request to go?
The audience chamber.
To the reception hall. Okay. I'm starting to memorize the letters of these rooms now. Hold on a second, I need to spawn her back in. I forgot to put her on the clipboard. Alright. So you all gather into the hut. And she doesn't even need to speak an incantation. Immediately you all blink from the hut into the reception hall. And she's standing there with you. The 4 clay statues are still in the corners. And as you enter, the table has been cleared away. The room is now once again empty of furniture. The curtain is drawn, and you see that the curtain has been changed. Now, like the tapestry in the first room of the hut, it's woven of blue and white weave. Looks like a clear, cloudy blue sky. And the curtain's drawn all the way. And after you appear, the fiend just kind of retreats back over to the curtain, leans on her staff, and watches you.
Look at Tarin.
Yeah, we were interested in moving the hut.
And the fiend says, oh?
mean, that is basically the whole point of this agreement.
She says, I'm sure the mistress will be along shortly. She's been notified of your arrival.
Thank you.
So is everybody standing in this room? Daniel takes a position standing in the center of the room, facing the fiend. You see he's very agitated at the sight of her. They are staring each other down.
That's fine.
So is this where everybody else is standing? How come we got a bunch of people manhandling Zook over here? I know that Zook is represented by Snake, and Snake has just the best butt.
I hope you're zooming in on the butt as you say that.
I did,
right?
actually, but there was a green hand in the way, so we didn't get to see it.
Okay, I moved away. Get that snake butt in there.
So what is everybody doing in this room right now? Is there conversation? Is there just anxious walking around? Are we going to poke our heads into different areas of the hut, or are you just going to wait silently for Baba Yaga?
No reason for us to cause a ruckus right now.
Okay.
And I don't see a reason for us, because that's not part of the plan.
I've been on mute for I don't even know how long. What's the demeanor of the demon as I walk up toward the tapestry? Does she respond at all?
She's watching everybody in the room. She's keeping very aware of everybody's movement. So she watches you approach the tapestry. What do you do?
Zook's just looking up at it, and he actually kind of says to her sideways, like, just kind of like, oh, the tapestry changed. Wonder why.
And she says she's not privy to the mistress's redecoration plans.
Fair enough.
I go over here to inspect the walls for no particular reason, but just because if she's trying to watch everyone, I find it really funny that she keeps having to swivel her head.
After a couple minutes, this door opens, and Vasilia enters the room. Tarin. Right away, it's immediately apparent that this is not Vasilia. This is a second six-armed fiend taking her form. The rest of you see Vasilia enter the room. At the banquet, she tries to dodge everybody's gaze. She doesn't meet anybody's eyes. She just darts across the room to the curtain and begins drawing it open. And then once it's
Tarin is gonna mind link to before the curtain is opened to Eldove. That's another fiend, and kind of nod towards Vasilia.
And the curtain opens up, and you see Baba Yaga sitting in her throne. And she too welcomes you very warmly back to her abode. Once the curtain is open, Vasilia scampers across the room back into the door, and it closes. And the fiend goes and takes her spot in front of the Baba Yaga's braziers. Baba Yaga greets you warmly and asks what it is she can do for you.
We have some research on the local ethereal plane. We were hoping we could bring the hut there.
And she says, but of course. She inquires as to the nature of your research.
It's hard to describe in words.
She says, I'm very intelligent. Try me. And she points to her temple and says, you need not use words if you do not want.
Tarin will use his mind link to send her the arcane formula of the demi-plane spell, and talk about how he's interested in seeing the interactions between multiple planar realities folded in on each other. The ethereal seems like the most logical starting point.
And she laughs at you like you're a kindergartner playing with blocks. I don't have all my notes open here. Hold on one second.
Sure.
We need... that's the wrong folder entirely. You would think I would have all this organized by now, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. I
No?
would never think that.
You wouldn't?
Yeah. So, Brookroad, note of record: is the four-armed lady, is she wearing cold iron like the foreign demons were before?
She's wearing nothing but the beads.
Okay.
And 6 arms, not 4.
6? Okay.
She's got 6 arms. She's got 4 swords hanging in scabbards at her waist, and in her other 2 arms, she's wielding what you immediately recognize as Arik's Staff of Lightning.
Ah.
Well, it's not Eric's Staff of Lightning. It's Baba Yaga's Staff of Lightning.
At the moment, it appears to be this fiend's Staff of Lightning.
Baba Yaga's fiend's Staff
That's
of
correct.
Lightning.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
So yeah, she laughs at Tarin like he's a child playing with blocks. But she says that she will indulge his curiosity. And if there's anything that she can do to swiftly move along the nature of his research, to merely let her know. And then she blinks away. And then what?
This girl sticks around, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, she stands there, saying very little.
I'm gonna go over to Tarin. And I'm gonna say, Tarin, do you want me to teleport us?
Yes.
Once he opens up the mind link, obviously. Shout it.
Hey,
Turn
Tarin!
around and just sort of he'll do a quick mind link to Arik and Zook. Foreman, we're teleporting out.
Okay.
And before they start doing that, since teleport is a 6-second spell, I have already teleported us to the bedroom.
So you're going back
Oh, I
to the
thought they
bedroom.
were going to be closer than that.
No, that's teleport circle.
Okay.
I actually don't have the bedroom letters memorized because we haven't
We never
been
went there.
I only peeked my head in,
Right, right.
but I'm guessing that counts as having been there.
It does, yeah. Nothing wrong with
Later, nerd. See you later, Carrie.
Aerolith.
That's
And
only
yeah,
in the
you
GBA version
managed
of
to
this game.
teleport into the bedroom. I don't know if you guys can tell what's going on, but this is the rug.
Oh god, teleport failure. There's 2 of each of us now.
Yeah.
I'll immediately start casting Foresight on Zook.
And how long does that take?
A minute.
A minute, okay.
Duke is going to prepare an action. As soon as What's-Her-Nut shows up, he's going to... Now, I'm supposed to bum rush her and try to grab her thing, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
That's my
Now,
action.
let me
Prepared
describe the layout of the room here for those of you who weren't here last time. Where you appear is actually like a large sitting room. It's got this large bay window in the north part here, this long curved area here. And looking out of it, looks like you're flying over an ocean. Looks like you're looking out the front window of the Starship Enterprise, zooming over an ocean. That's... I think it's dumb too, but that's what the module says.
No, that's
Does
rad.
it really?
That's
does it
cool.
Really,
What are you
does
talking
it really
about?
describe it as the bridge of the Starship Enterprise?
No, that's just the first thing that popped into mind.
Oh, okay.
So these
course
two
it
doors
was.
here, this one and this one, these are standard wooden doors. This is the one over on the right that Nodal poked his head through the first time. And which door is which here? This door over here that Nodal poked his head through has an ornate glass handle, whereas this one over here has a very shiny and well-polished gold handle. You've got the 2 large couches here, and then you have the stairs leading up about 10 or 15 feet up to what appears to be a second floor.
Eric, how long does silence last?
Minute, I think. Let me check.
Why?
Because it's possible that we could just put it somewhere.
Up to 10 minutes.
Okay, Brooker,
it's a
I have-
concentration spell, but it's
You
10
should
minutes.
you should just pick a spot of silence, and we should just have that in the room.
Now,
I'm going to cast Hex. Code.
Hex.
Okay, so I have Hex up, and then I'm going to ready action myself. When Baba Yaga appears, she's getting marked with Hex, penalizing Wisdom.
Mm.
Give me 1 second.
Are you sure she's a wizard?
No, I chose this for a very specific purpose.
Okay, cool.
So
You have to
want me
cast Hex on a creature. You can't just cast it and
Yeah.
hold it.
True
So,
that.
running
Okay.
an action, as soon as you see Baba Yaga, you're going to Hex her Wisdom.
Yeah, that'll work.
As Tarin is setting to work casting the Foresight spell on Zook, after 20 or 30 seconds, the Fiend appears. Stands in front of the window,
Yeah,
watching
always
you all
sits in that
indifferently.
corner. Hey there.
And a little smugly.
Khalil's just got a hand in a pocket, and inside that pocket, he's got the eyeball, petrified eyeball in there.
All right, so Tarin, because this was going on in the first 20 seconds. So Arik, maybe just when how big is silence?
20-foot radius.
Maybe just to fill up the middle bit of this room,
Like,
or maybe the left side rather.
yeah.
Yeah, because if you cast it here, it'll take up like this part of the room. So just don't get Tarin in it. In fact, yeah, if you put it here, then you'd get everywhere but Tarin. And then me and Tarin would be fine. And we just have to keep her on the right side of the room. 20-foot radius from here would be everything up to this square.
Up to this square?
Yeah, if you put it right here, it'll go 1, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Alright, so this side. Alright.
Yeah. And then you can carry it for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's concentration.
So yeah, spellcasters on to the left, or fighters to the right.
So what's happening in this room? As you all are waiting. At this point, the Fiend has arrived, and anything else you say will be overheard.
Just looking around.
And she makes note, it's very obvious that she notices Tarin is casting a spell. Or in the process of casting a spell. Does anybody approach the stairs or go upstairs?
Nope.
As the minutes pass, Tarin, you cast your spell successfully.
Alright,
So
then
go
I
ahead,
cast
and what's the-
telekinesis.
What is the what are the benefits that Zook enjoys?
He has advantage on all checks, saves, and attack rolls. Enemies have disadvantage to attack him. He cannot be surprised.
Okay.
That lasts for 8 hours.
After a few minutes pass, you notice the view out the bay window change from flying over an ocean to moving very swiftly through the ethereal plane, moving through the misty expanse of brothy nothingness that is the ethereal.
A few minutes wouldn't pass, because once a minute passed, we had a plan.
Okay.
Well,
So
I was
before you
gonna-
see anything out the window, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start tossing these couches around.
With telekinesis?
Yeah.
Hey, where do you toss the couch to?
I just slam it into the wall. Like I'm just breaking shit.
So where is everybody standing at with this precise moment?
I'm gonna get off the rug because I want him to be able to pick up the rug.
Once I see him start picking up the couch, I move the fuck away from that couch.
Everybody put yourself on the square you want to be standing when Eldove starts breaking couches. Also, everybody
Right there.
roll me some initiative.
God, and here we go.
Next to Zook.
About time.
Here we go.
You have advantage on this, McClain.
That's okay. I just rolled a 20.
Okay.
Yeah, he has advantage. That was the foresight.
All 6 arms.
That's my role during this, right? Isn't just be sitting back and laughing.
But yeah, did you roll for initiative? Every
just
round
like-
you get to laugh.
I just like to imagine that through some sort of like magic that Tarin set up. Orphan is sitting somewhere watching all this.
Got a bowl of popcorn.
Yeah.
It tastes like sawdust.
Oops, that's the wrong punctuation mark. And
Well, that's a lot of question marks.
not nearly
fine.
enough, I don't think.
We gonna die, boys. This is it. Game over.
And we'll all think to ourselves, if only we had Orphan here.
Only Orphan had come, she would have saved the day. Well, hey, no, at least now that
All I
Orphan's not
needed
here.
was someone who could punch fire out of her fists.
Well, hey, now that Orphan's not here, Khalil might actually get a hit of haste, and it'd be nice.
No, I have telekinesis.
Ah, shit.
You're not getting shit.
Fuck. Oh well.
I was gonna go invisible, but I know that doesn't actually matter.
You don't know that. Maybe that demon can't see through invisible.
True. It's a good point. As soon as Eldove starts tossing stuff around, I'm gonna go invisible.
Does the demon serpent lady have a collar around her neck?
She does not.
No.
Asked and
It's
answered.
just the beads.
Just the beads?
Okay, Arik, what is your initiative?
18.
18. And Khalil.
12.
And Zook.
25, and then again at 15 in the first round.
Again, what do you
Wait,
mean
what?
again at 15?
It's my new thing. I get Thief's Reflexes. I get an extra move in the first round of combat. Initiative -10.
Okay, well, I'm just going to put you at 25, and it's up to you to remember.
Okay.
And Tarin.
Turn next 21.
21. And Eldove.
16. It's a good omen. Those lower numbers aren't even on the dice.
I'm going to put this in a notepad window in case this fight spills all over the hut.
That'll be hilarious.
Alright, Zook, it's your turn. Eldove is currently in the process of crashing couches against the walls.
I still have my held action. As soon as she shows up, I'm gonna bum rush her and try to steal her shit.
So, that seemed like a contradictory statement to me. Bum rush her to steal her shit.
Well, like if she, unless she
Bums
appears
take
right
stuff.
in front of me, I'm gonna
Bums take stuff all the time.
Yeah, the bum steal. I'm gonna bum steal her.
I don't know what you mean by that. What's your actual action going to be?
My actual action is I'm going to I'm gonna run at her and take her and try to do sleight of hand.
Okay. Tarin.
I'll cast armor.
I still have my held action for when she appears.
It's not your turn,
that-
so...
Move to about here.
Okay. The Fiend! You see her chuckle to herself. It seemed like watching this spectacle of the half-elf throwing Baba Yaga's furniture around is very amusing indeed. Eldove, I'm going to promote you. Draw me where you threw that couch to.
Well, I cracked it against the wall, so probably the opposite end of the room.
Okay, well actually draw it out so I know where it is. 'Cause those squares are going to be difficult terrain. As you're
Alright, well, it's
stomping around
probably
on the
fucking
couch.
up these two.
Okay.
Frickard, did you allow me to go invisible before this started? Because I said I was going to do it as soon as he started throwing shit around.
I didn't hear it, so it didn't happen. I also
Alright,
didn't
I'll
hear
do
the
it
magic
next
words.
Okay, fair enough.
Arik.
I'm going to hold my action when I see Baba Yaga. I'm going to let loose the silence spell right here.
Okay. So held action. When you see Baba Yaga, you're going to put the silent spell right there.
Yep.
I need to measure something. One second.
Right here. Right here. Yeah, right there. 'Cause that will be, yeah. So, this one.
I'm spinning a lot of plates right now. Please bear with me. This is about to get real ugly. Okay. Eldove, your turn.
Alright. I am going to throw the other couch against the wall.
Okay. Where at?
Same place.
Pile
Building
it
up a
over
nice
there?
couch pile.
Nice couch pile.
Couch
Khalil.
pile. Held action. Got a.
Wait. Zook goes again at 15. Now he also does Lulu Pihu Lulu Wele.
Okay.
But I'm still holding my previous action.
Zook.
Yes.
Let me check your passive perception. It's 18. You go invisible, but you notice the fiend's eyes still follow you.
Fair enough. It was worth trying.
Khalil.
Radiant action. As soon as Baba Yaga appears, she's getting hexed.
I'm getting hexed.
Got that new eyeball in my pocket.
Fred darts across the room because Eldove's throwing couches at him. Daniel's watching, looks at everybody else, looks at them. Khalil has his hand in his component pouch and is wrestling for something. Zook, of course, held his invisible amulet and said the words and went invisible. When he sees this, he reaches on his back and draws his greatsword. Brings us back to Zook.
Where are you? Zook is going to continue holding that action.
Okay. Tarin.
Sword out, no action yet. Waiting for Baba Yaga to show up.
Arik.
Same held action.
Okay. Eldove.
I need more shit to throw.
You can pick
What
up
else is in the
this.
room?
There's a rug.
There's the rug on the floor, but Daniel's standing on it, so if you grab it, he's going to fall. And there's something up, there's the second level that nobody's been to yet.
Any paintings?
No, not on the wall here.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is this when you say second level, is it like a balcony? Does it overlook, or is it just completely separate?
No, it's a balcony. It overlooks, but you can't see what's up there from here.
I'm curious. I'll go check.
Throw some shit off the balcony.
What's that?
The upper floor is the bedroom proper. You see the, this is an ornate four-poster bed here. An oval table here with a sitting chair in front of it. And this triangular feature here is a Baba Yaga's vanity mirror. You see the shelf in front of the mirror is covered with various bottles of makeups, cosmetics, perfumes, and things like this.
This is a rug?
That's a rug.
I
No,
cover up the mirror with the rug.
That's a table.
That's an oval table. The rug is clearly labeled right here. There's not a second line here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, I thought there might be a second rug. In that case, I throw the bed against the wall. Is the bed weigh more than 1,000 pounds?
No.
This is a fair question.
I crack that bed against the wall.
Just throw it over
More
on the
bed.
pile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beds are over.
Oh, the one last feature in the room is behind the bed is another blank tapestry with the cloudy sky. That's the last thing in the room.
Weird. Okay.
So yeah, you guys hear a loud crash as Eldove picks up the bed with telekinesis and flings it against the wall.
I see a loud crash.
Khalil.
Holding action.
And Fred kind of nervously puts his hand on his sword, but he hasn't drawn it. Daniel's looking at the excitement in the room, and he darts forward.
Oh, God.
Yay!
There we go.
My favorite character.
And rolls a crit.
Oh, man!
She doesn't need all those arms.
There's so many dice on those crits. Oh my god.
Daniel's my favorite.
Will you roll the dice for this crit on the on the tabletop? Just for us.
No.
Aww.
And he says something, a prayer to his god. Cries out a war cry. Dashes forward. I gotta get my calculator.
What's the war
open.
cry?
something in language you don't understand. Something in
Oh, I
Paladin.
find that hard to believe. It's probably Draconic.
It's not.
It's
Okay.
actually German.
Daniel rushes forward with his sword, and the fiend is quick. She quickly darts down and grabs two of her scimitars out of the scabbard and tries to absorb the blow, but Daniel gets in to her defenses and cleaves her
Yeah.
down the middle of the chest and sends beads flying all over the room. And you see the magic of his sword searing directly into her flesh. She bleeds this black blood. Zook.
Well, shit is on, and I got an opportunity now. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to use my sharpshooter feat, so that's -5 for a potential +10.
Okay.
But Zook can see the future.
That should do it. All right, so that's 18 plus. What does that make it now? On short onto my bow. 18 plus 6, so that's 24.
That's good.
Alrighty. So that is going to be. Oh crap! Where's my notebook? Oh shit! Hold on.
He's a very note-taking warrior.
Yeah, I like to take notes while I shoot people in the face.
Well, he's writing down ideas for his songs.
All right, so that's base 5 plus 16 becomes 21, and then all of the dice.
Oh, I like all the dice.
All right,
Ooh,
what do we
that's a lot
got
of
here?
ones.
Yeah, it's not the best sneak attack. 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 18, 19. So yeah, kind of a weak sneak attack.
40.
That comes to an even 40.
Plus the 10.
40
No, that's
damage?
including the 10. 21 plus 19.
Zook fires an arrow from his position at the back of the room, and you see her other two arms dart down and grab her other two swords. She tries to get up and defend this arrow, but it flies true, pierces her in one of the shoulders. Moving or staying put?
I'm gonna kind of scooch into this corner a little bit. Hopefully Eldove doesn't hit me with a table.
Tarin.
Oh, you're getting smashed.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hex on the many-armed woman, and then I'm gonna let her send some star missiles her way.
Okay, roll it.
What do you what stat are you hexing?
Hexing Dex.
Okay.
So plus 12. First one hits a 22.
Yep, that's good.
Second one hits much higher. Third one also hits. Fourth one hits a 21.
Yep, those are hits.
Star missiles.
20. Do you care about the difference between necrotic and force damage on this?
I do not.
Dice on the table.
I don't know how I cannot grab a D10 to save my life. Okay, there we go.
Come on.
That's a lot of points.
Very decent rolls in there.
$53 force necrotic damage.
That's the grand total?
Yep.
And you blast her back up against the window with the force of your star missiles. Moving or staying put?
I move to here.
You
Across
push her
the
out
room.
the window.
Yeah, I'll push her into the corner.
Push
It
her.
doesn't really do anything because she's already against the wall, but...
Yeah, you can't push her further than that. There's a window out there.
Well, she slams out... Yeah, exactly what you said. She slams against the window. That's my turn.
Okay. I gotta roll 5 d20s now.
Oh dear God, why?
And
Gosh,
one of
It was
them's
nice knowing
shot.
you, Daniel.
Yeah, because
Does
Daniel's
that
about to
hit?
get chopped up.
How many crits? 5?
Just one so far. Yep, that's a hit. I'm sorry, I gotta roll 60 20s. That's my bad. 2 misses. So, let's do the crit first. I'm sorry, Daniel. Shouldn't have run in there like that. What were you thinking? Okay. Okay. Okay, and Daniel goes down immediately. She
Well,
starts
now-
slashing forward. There's this flurry of steel as her swords clap the space in front of her and start ripping apart at everywhere Daniel's exposed. The last hit, with her 2 arms, she raises the staff above her head and brings it straight down on top of him. He crumples to the ground, and I would need everybody in the room to please make me a DC 17 Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Do I
that's
count
bad.
as in the room?
Everybody counts as in the room, yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, I get advantage.
Yeah.
You get advantage on saves or just
Yep.
checks? Let me double check.
Aha!
That's a safe.
I only got an 11. Rolled a 3.
I rolled a 1 and it tipped over at the last second to 17.
That's the direction you want to go then.
Oh yeah, that was good.
If you failed the save, you take 6 thunder damage. If you pass the save, you take 3.
That was the dumbest save.
Taryn, how
So-
much damage do you take from that?
Well, I took 3 after resistance, which is all on the temp HP.
Okay. Everybody who failed the save is deafened. As
What?
the familiar sound of this thunderclap crashes out across the room, blowing out your eardrums.
Of course she's attuned to it.
Of course she is.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she be?
I don't know. It's only been a week.
And as soon as the ringing in your ears subsides, you look up and she's gone.
Damn it! My next move was going to be to try to pickpocket her ass. I should have done it the first round.
Daniel's laying on the ground, bleeding out of many, many slashes all over his body. You see, she got him across the face and across the neck, and his sword is just laying on the ground next to him. It's not your turn, Khalil. It is Eric's turn.
Stabilize him. Cast Cure Wounds as a level 2 spell for him.
Okay.
He gets back 15 hit points.
15.
It's gonna die in one turn anyway, might as well.
You bring Daniel back from the brink of death, and you see his eyes flutter open. Some of the wounds on his body begin to close. And as soon as you see consciousness in his face, he kind of groggily reaches over and get his hand around his sword hilt. Eldove.
I don't like new tapestries. Like, I don't like change.
Right?
So I'm gonna grab this tapestry, yank it off the wall,
Okay. How do you do
and
it?
then toss it onto the bed pile.
With telekinesis?
Yeah.
Okay. And you do. You throw the tapestry. It's now sitting in a pile on top of the...
Face down in case that matters.
It looks the same on both sides.
Oh, that's even worse. I'm thinking I should set that thing on fire next turn.
Khalil.
Hold my ready to action.
What's the ready to action?
Baba Yaga shows up. She's getting hexed.
Okay. Daniel picks himself up to his feet and holds his sword at the ready, watching both of the doors. He stays in his position. Zook.
I'm gonna hold my action, but I'm also gonna say to Tarin, I'm gonna just kind of say in Tarin's direction, what do we do?
What?
Oh yeah, you're deaf. I didn't know you're deaf.
Tarin,
You'll have to speak up. I'm deaf. That's my action.
that's your action. Arik,
Not a thing.
stand there. Okay.
Yeah.
Eldove,
I'm gonna light that bitch on fire.
Pile.
with what?
Firebolt.
Okay. Aiming at what?
The pile that he's been building over.
I'm
the
talking
corner.
to Eldove. Aiming at what in the pile? Aiming at the couches, aiming at the beds, aiming at
Aiming at the
linens,
bed.
pillows, aiming at the bed? Okay. You fling a firebolt into the mattress, and it catches, begins to blaze.
Looking at the fire, does it look like anything's not burning?
You just now said it. You're going to have to ask that question again in about 20 seconds or so. Right now, I mean, the bed, you've got goose feather mattress and pillows and fancy linens and whatnot. You can't tell whether or not the wood is catching yet or anything else. You're going to have to give it a few minutes. Khalil.
Alright.
Holding action.
What's the action? What's the trigger?
Baba Yaga shows up. She's getting hexed.
She's getting hexed. Okay. Fred takes a weary step over towards Arik. He's looking around the room, and you see now he's got his short sword in his hand. And he says, "This wasn't exactly the plan, was it, gentlemen?"
What was that?
Daniel is going to lay on hands, because he is still hurting.
I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you, Fred.
Fred, this was at least reasonably close to the plan.
Everyone should be undeafened by this next turn,
Why?
because that's how long it lasts.
Lasts for...
I used to have that staff, I know.
Lasts for 1 minute. It's been 12 seconds.
Or become... Oh, that's... okay.
This is why I'm double-checking everything, Mr.
This is
We
why
used to
we
have
took
that
this staff from you.
That's why you can't have it anymore. Don't even know what it does.
Listen,
Yeah, and you see Daniel
okay?
lay his hands and mutters a prayer to Bahamut, even though he knows Bahamut is not in a position to hear him, and his wounds close further, and he looks hale and hearty once again. Zook.
Quick question. With
Yeah.
the passive perception, do I notice anything unusual about that burning fire?
It's just got lit. It just sparked just now. You see that the mattress that Eldove aimed at, as well as the linens that were draped on top of it, have gone up in flames and are starting to burn. But
I'm going to take a couple steps this way because I don't trust that thing.
okay,
And I'm going to continue holding my action to pickpocket Baba Yaga if she shows up.
okay. I need Green Hand to move. No, I guess I don't. I can just zoom out a little bit and still see the turn order.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm
Tarin.
sorry.
Yes.
How you doing?
Can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything, but you're taking an action. You're standing right next to the pile of furniture that is burning.
Yeah, maybe move away from that. I'll mind link to Arik. What now? Oh, by the way, the girl is also a fiend. Maybe tell everyone else that.
Arik,
Did you say what now?
he said, "What
I
now?"
thought, what now? Yes.
I don't know, what do we do? Your orders, Captain. I'm going up here and joining Eldove.
Okay. Can you make it that far in one move, or are you double moving?
It's one, two, three. Yeah.
I'll
that's
spend the
right,
rest of my turn opening this door.
You can
I
open
can.
the door,
Yep.
and then what?
I look through the door that's open, but not put my head through.
Well, you can't look through the door because it's just the black
like-
inky
okay,
nothingness.
it's inky blackness, okay.
Linking to another
That's
room.
the end of Tarin's turn. Then.
Okay. Eldove.
What's
I'm gonna
this
shoot some
thing
more
again?
firebolts at the firebolt pile. Set that thing on fire faster.
Okay. That triangular object is Baba Yaga's vanity, covered
Yeah.
with cosmetics, perfumes, little bottles of
It's
anointed
a mirror,
oils and
so
whatnot.
stay away from it.
There is a mirror, yes. So Eldove's continuing to firebolt. What are you aiming at this time? The same.
What's not up yet?
I mean, you've got two large sofas stacked up here in the huge bed. Part of the bed is burning right now. Looks like the bed is catching well.
Then let's try setting the couches up.
Okay. So you throw another fireball at one of the couches, and again, the whatever padding is used inside of the kitchen catches fire, starts smoldering. Yeah, this side of the room is starting to billow smoke pretty well. Khalil.
Yeah.
Held action.
What's the action? What's the trigger?
Baba Yaga shows up. She's getting hexed.
Tarin,
What?
how you doing?
Is my turn yet, or is this something terrible happening?
Something terrible is happening to you.
Okay.
Something very terrible indeed is happening to you.
Well, as long as I didn't miss my turn, that's fine.
No, you didn't miss your turn, but something's coming through the door, and it's pretty fucking awful. Tarin, 34 slashing damage, which I'm assuming that you got your stone skin mitigates that, right?
It's non-magical weapons.
It counts as magical.
Then no.
Then no. Okay.
How many hits was that?
How many hits? Thousands.
Yeah. Because every one of those hits triggers 25 gold damage for the first 22 of it.
That's a difficult question, because in mechanics terms it would be one hit, but in like practical terms it would be many thousands of hits.
What actually happens?
One of the golems comes tromping through the door.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Let's just make the golems white. That'll be... You know what? They were red, weren't they?
They were clay.
Right, they were red clay.
They're bad news. It was 23, right?
I'm sorry?
What was the damage again? Sorry.
34.
34, okay.
This golem comes
So,
tromping through the
that
room
goes through.
while Tarin is standing there holding the door. And spinning around him in just this cloud of this flurry of violence are all the glass mirror shards that were previously embedded in its flesh. So the first thing that comes through the door are these glass mirror shards that start raking Tarin apart. So how much cold damage did you discharge?
Well, 25 per hit until I'm out of the 22 temp HP.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just deduct 25. Okay. And then this golem, it's difficult to surprise a golem. It doesn't look shocked to see you standing there, but as soon as he breaks the plane of the door, sees that his whirling mirror hellscape is tearing you apart, decides to go ahead and start slamming you. You have an AC, right?
At 18 right now, yeah.
It's what?
18 right now.
18. I think that's just one hit.
I'm gonna make him re-roll that at disadvantage with the chaos entropic ward.
Okay. And he hits 18 with the disadvantage. Comes at you with his giant clay fists. And that is 20 bludgeoning damage.
Is that also magical?
Counts as magical.
Okay.
Tries to bring down his fists, smash you into the ground. One connects and rings your bell. The other, you get your shield up in time to absorb the blow. So, we're going to put you there and put him there just for ease of use. So here's the thing. This clay golem has this spinning whirlwind of glass shards all around him. All of the squares adjacent to him count as difficult terrain, and you take the damage if you begin your turn there. I'm not going to apply the damage again to Tarin, because he already took it once this round, even though I totally should apply it again to him, because that would be hysterical. But you know there's 3 more golems behind him. Or you should know there's 3 more golems behind him. I guess you technically don't absolutely know for a fact, but there were 4 in the room, and 1 has come through the door now. And that was on 6. Fred whips out his lute and starts strumming out a dirty limerick about fuck golems. Tarin, go ahead and take your D10 Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Wait, was that fuck golems or fuck golems?
With Fred, it's difficult to tell. Like, he's going for like a play on words, kind of a double meaning kind of thing. So really, if you heard, fuck golems, that's just in your head. You're just a dirty pervert. That's what that is. Daniel takes a step back, seeing the danger of the whirling glass, that it's not safe to step in. That brings us to Zook.
All right. Since Tarin's going to move, I'm going to take this shot right now. I'm going to... Fuck. I'm going to think these things probably have a pretty good AC, so I'm going to not apply the... Well, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to apply the sharpshooter bonus to this.
Okay.
And hope that my advantage... Because I still have advantage for, forever, right?
8 hours until you go through a door, basically.
Okay, so that'll be 17 plus 6, so that's 25.
23.
No, that's not right, 23. Math is hard. That
23?
hit?
Yeah, that hits. You're fine.
Alright, so that's going to be... let's see, 3 plus 16 is 19. Then... Five, 10, 20, 5, 9, 32.
32?
Nope, not totaled.
Okay. There's more coming.
Yeah, 51 is the total.
51. Nice. And those of you who can't see invisible just see the arrow flying out of the corner of the room from seemingly nowhere and just embed itself in this thing's flesh. And you see it reel backwards for a moment, like you scored a hit.
I'm going to move double movement to here.
Now, are you going to take up position on top of that table?
Yeah, that's not a rug, that's a table.
Stuff to tell.
No,
Don't worry.
right here, and this is like a banister, right? This is
Yeah, this is like a wooden balcony here.
Can I see over it?
You can't. It's taller than you. Everyone else could see over it. It would come up to everybody else, the middle of their chest, so that would be about your head. You can shoot through it though. It's not solid.
It's not solid. Okay.
Right.
That's what I was looking for. Okay.
So yeah, you could easily shoot between the posts. You're not disadvantaged at all. It also doesn't count as cover for purposes of being hit.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for, is cover that I could shoot through.
Then I would upend that table and hide behind it.
Yeah.
In fact, that's exactly. Can I do that with my movement, or would that be an action?
Make a strength check real quick.
Strength check.
You do it at advantage. Stop bitching. My God, listen to this guy.
Strength check. That'll be a 10.
10? You put all your muscle into it, you do manage to get the table overturned. So now we have the table providing cover right there.
And a bunch of shit goes tumbling down over Khalil's head.
No, it's just on its side.
No, there was nothing on the table, so nothing got spilled off.
Okay.
Tarin, you do not need to take the damage. You already took the glass damage.
Yep.
But I would advise you to not stay in that square.
Yeah, let's Misty step to here.
Okay.
And let's in with some force missiles. Actually, go over here so I can push him back out the door.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be hilarious.
Like the Three Stooges getting pushed through the door.